Hey guys, so we're going to be thinking about the work that you've been doing with LCM or least common multiples and greatest common factors and how that ties in with fractions. So the GCF can help you if you find the GCF of two numbers, it can help you help with simplifying fractions. So say you have a fraction like 3/6 and you want to simplify it. You might be able to do this one in your head, but to use it as an example, you can use GCF to help you by finding the greatest common factor between these two numbers. So you can use your factor t, right? And we would say 1 and 3. You always, every number can have 1 as a factor. 1 times 3, 2. 2, 4, nope, we don't hit it. And 3 is the next number. It's already on our list. We don't need to repeat it. We'll do the same thing here. 1 times 6, 2 times 3, and 3 would be the next sequential number. It's already on our list. So as we look, we know that the numbers here share 1 on both lists, and they also share something bigger. They also share 3. So 3 would be the greatest common factor. So you can use that to simplify your fraction by dividing each of these, your numerator and your denominator, by 3. And when you do that, it will help you find the smallest possible version of that fraction, which in this case, 3 divided by 3 is 1, 6 divided by 3 is 2, so you get 1/2. If you have some bigger numbers, these aren't ginormous, but they are bigger, a little more unfriendly in a way. So you can also use your ladder strategy, right, to help you here. So if we set this up as 27 and 33, and we can say, what can we pull out of both? We can pull a 3 out of both. When we do 27 divided by 3, we get 9, and 33 divided by 3 gets us 11. 9 and 11, can we pull anything else out? Well, no, we can't. So we know that the GCF is 3, so we can then divide both the numerator and the denominator by 3, getting us 9/11ths, which is oddly similar to what happened here in our ladder. Okay, so you can also use LCM or least common multiple to help you find the least common denominator in a set of fractions. So if in this example, we have two fractions, you could do this with more than two fractions. And in order to add or in order to subtract, you need to have a common denominator, right? You need to have your pieces cut up into the same size slices. So we can use our ladder strategy to help us here. We can also use the listing strategy. You could also use finding the primes of the two numbers, having a prime string, and finding the shared factors. So we'll go ahead and do the ladder strategy just to start here. So if we have 5 and 7, we can say, well, the only number that they share, right, the only factor you can pull out is 1. So 5 divided by 5 is 1, 5 divided by 1 is 5, 7 divided by 1 is 7. To find the LCM, the least common multiple, we look for the L. So we're going to multiply all these together. 1 times 5 times 7. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So we have a common denominator and also a least common multiple of 35. Now you can always get a common denominator by multiplying the two denominators together, by multiplying 5 and 7. You'd always get a denominator. It won't always be the least common denominator. It won't always be the lowest denominator that they could share, which is okay. It just means that there might be more simplifying for you to do in the end. So here we have another example with some pretty ugly numbers, right? You wouldn't want to necessarily count up by 36s and 28s. It'd take forever. So we are going to use the ladder strategy again. So we could say 36 and 28 are our denominators. We know we can at least pull a 2 out because they're both even. So 36 divided in half is 18, 28 divided in half is 14. Ooh, well, they're both even again. So let's divide. We can at least divide by 2 again. We have 9 and we have 7. So here we're going to find the L. We multiply them all together. We end up with 216, which is the LCM and the least common denominator.